Hello everybody, my name is Neil Bakiev and I'm the creator and the founder of my website, which is ielswheel.com. Today we will be analyzing the first task taken from Official TOEFL IBT Tests, Volume 1, the 4th edition, ETS TOEFL. I will explain to you exactly how to answer this question precisely and how to get a high score. Okay, so first of all, let's listen and analyze this task.
Many universities now offer academic courses over the internet. However, some people still prefer learning in traditional classrooms. Which do you think is better? Explain why.
Okay, so the examiner wants us to think about this question and create a plan. We should spend no more than 15 seconds to create the plan. And also, we are given 45 seconds to give our response. Now, how can we create a plan? Okay, what you need to do is to create your personal choice. Okay, you have to make your choice. Okay, we have two options here. The first one is studying over the internet. The second one is learning in traditional classrooms. Make sure to choose only one option. You don't want to choose two options at the same time. Otherwise, you will be confused. Okay, so choose only one option. So in my case, it's a traditional classroom. Then it's important to come up with two legitimate reasons. Okay, so you have to provide the first reason and the second reason. In my case, I will say that it's easier to interact with professors and classmates. Okay, and then as for the second reason, I will say that it's easier to ask my professors or mentors to paraphrase complex concepts, okay, and explain everything in simpler terms. Okay, and then again, it's an optional choice. Okay, you can also say why you don't want to choose online classes. In my case, I will say that it's very unhealthy. Okay, so this is my plan. So if you have 15 seconds, that's exactly what you need to do. So choose your, make your own choice. Then you have to come up with the first reason, and then you have to come up with the second reason. And then if you have extra time, then explain why you don't want to choose the other option. Okay, now let's look at my model answer here. You can say something like, given the choice between studying online and attending traditional classroom, I would prefer the latter. Firstly, I would be able to interact with both my professors and classmates, and this would establish healthy relationships with all of them. Secondly, I would be able to ask my professor to paraphrase complex concepts and elaborate on different matters, both verbally and visually on the whiteboard. I have found that studying on the internet might be unhealthy because I'm likely to spoil my vision and gain excessive weight, which excludes this option. Okay, and that's it. So this is my response. Now, let's analyze each sentence in detail. Okay, so here we have two options, A and B. Therefore, okay, here I've said given the choice between, and then the first option and the second option. Okay, and remember, between, you should use ing, studying and attending. Okay, and then I would prefer the latter. The latter means the second option. But if you prefer the first option, that would be the former. Okay, let me just write it. The former. So if you want to choose the first option, but in my case, I want to choose the second option. Therefore, I want to say the letter or the format if you want to choose the first option, which is studying online. Okay. All right. So what is it? It's my statement. Okay. This is my thesis statement. Thesis statement basically means this is my personal opinion. Okay. So the examiner wants to know what I want to choose, okay, and I've clearly explained what I want to choose. Then here I provide the first reason, okay, so I say I would be able to, I'm using the second conditional here because I don't have this option right now, but if I were given this option, I would be able to, okay. You can also say I could interact, but here I would be able to interact. Here I'm using a complex grammar with both and, both A and B, with both my professors and classmates. And this, here I'm using referencing. Okay, I am referring back to the previous statement. Again, here would, not will, because this situation doesn't exist. So this would establish healthy relationships with all of them. Okay, so this is the cause and this is the effect. If this happens, then this will happen. Okay, next. Then I provide the second reason. So secondly, I would be able to ask my professor to paraphrase complex concepts, which means difficult, hard to understand. Okay, concepts means ideas, and elaborate on difficult matters. Elaborate on means to explain further, to give more detail, okay, on difficult matters. Here again, both how, verbally and visually on the whiteboard. So I'm using a very complex grammar here. Next, in here, as I said, I want to explain why I don't want to choose the first option, which is studying over the internet, okay? So I have found that the present perfect, studying on the internet might be unhealthy. Okay, the examiner wants to know why. Because I'm likely to spoil my vision. I'm likely to means I might spoil and gain excessive weight. Okay, and then which excludes this option. Which excludes means I don't want to choose this option. I want to choose the second option. Okay, so once again, make your clear thesis statement. Okay, then provide the first reason. The first reason, reason one, provide the second reason, and then explain why you don't want to choose the other option, okay? Why not the first option? That's it. Okay, so also, make sure to use formal language, firstly and secondly, okay? Don't say first, you should say firstly, okay? You can say first of all, but it's better to say firstly if you want to sound more academic, and then secondly, okay? Good, that's all. Okay, you can visit my website, which is ielswheel.com, and you can use two kinds of services, either speaking correction service or writing correction service. So if you want me to correct your responses, you can send me your audio responses from one particular test. I will analyze each response and I will show you the correct version, okay? And I will create a video lesson for you and explain to you what improvements you could make in order to get a higher score. And it will cost you 30 American dollars. Or you can use writing correction service. Remember that one correction means that I will correct either task 1, which is integrated writing, or task 2, which is writing an essay. Not both, only one task. and it will cost you $25. Thank you very much for watching and analyzing this video lesson.